Okay, so there's no secret that when I make videos, most of the time I'm pretty much just kind of doing what I can to give you guys general information, right? But Sony fans are kind of taking protest in a big way when I say things like Sony's motion is awful, is particularly the motion processing. They say that LG looks robotic or some other claim. But when you always challenge this notion, you're met immediately with, well, Sony produces lifelike image because they don't have the same fluidity. It's blurry like it would be if you move your hand in front of your face. It's like I don't know what we're even arguing here, okay? What is Sony's motion processing called? X motion clarity. What is the word clarity? What does it mean? Does it mean blurry? Does it mean you can't see? No, it's about clarity. Motion resolution is supposed to enhance. Now, if you don't know what motion resolution is, in English, motion resolution just means when it goes by really fast, you can see it, right? That's the beautiful thing about TV technology is that it gives us enhancements as human beings. We can't natively see everything super fluid and super fast, but a television can. Processing can give that to us, right? That's one of the beautiful things about ingenuity, right? And so when Sony comes out and says X motion clarity, super clear, fast moving objects, and then objects move fast and all we hear are excuses, this is kind of why Sony gets away with it year after year after year, because the fans of Sony almost immediately, after giving them more money than every TV manufacturer literally on planet Earth, right? Then double down and apologize for everything they have to improve on. Instead of doing that, look at Sony and say, listen, I love your products. You make great products. I bond with them, whatever. But you do have some areas of opportunity, some ways that you could improve your game and come out even better than you were before. Are we really so like forgiving that in our daily lives we're going to beat up on ourselves, our self-confidence, our self-esteem, our job, what we haven't done today? Oh, I didn't go to the bank today, I didn't get the chores done the way I wanted them to. We're beating ourselves up left and right. But when it comes to corporations that are literally draining our money from us, right, to supposedly give us a nice experience, a little release from reality, we're going to forgive any improvement that they can make. We're harder on ourselves, right? And this is the problem. You're giving them a pass where they don't need one. They need feedback. Feedback is not kryptonite, okay? If you have feedback, you can know what your strengths and weaknesses are and play to, the strengths and fix the weaknesses. But if you always look at somebody like Value Electronics saying Sony year after year is the king, first of all, not enough people have had this TV, right? And I'm hearing a lot of people say that it has vertical banding. Just gonna throw that out there, right? Now, I haven't got my hands on it. I will do so that I can see for myself. But if those rumors are true, that's kind of troubling because, again, Sony is charging more than everybody. Like, literally on Earth right now. Like, we're talking the consumer market. You won't find a more expensive brand than Sony. So if you're gonna be, like, the most expensive, like, why are we running into entry-level problems? That I'll never know. And then again, it's your motion processing that is not clear when you advertise clarity. Like, it's the biggest thing they advertise. X motion clarity. Like, there ain't shit clear about Sony's motion. It's not clear until you get up to 60 FPS and 120. But if you can't get that right, like, you kind of failed at life. Like, that's like the easiest thing because those are faster refresh rates by nature. And even still, by comparison to something like the LG G3, the LG C1 even, you're still going to fall behind. Samsung S95B, Samsung S90C, S95C, you're falling behind in terms of fluidity at those frame rates and at pretty much at every other one. And the reality is, I don't know what it is with purists, right? Where Sony gets a pass and Sony just can do no wrong. And I frankly do not care. But before you come to me, somebody who is a seasoned pro, who knows exactly what to look for and how to help you, and will be honest and transparent with you with nonsense, just read the room a little bit and understand that, like, Sony's not doing you any favors by advertising you less than what you're getting, right? If they say it's clear and then you look at it and it's blurry, and then instead of saying, you said it would be clear and it's blurry, now you're coming at the content creator that points out the fact that Sony's motion is always blurry, but somehow they win every motion test. Like, it's ridiculous. It's a fraudulent thing at this point, and I'm going to talk about it because that's just my nature. I am a very straightforward, transparent kind of guy. Now, again, I have to say this for the ones in the back. If you don't like that kind of thing, that's cool. I'm not your cup of tea. I'm not going to get on with everybody, and everyone's not going to get on with me. I'm not so pompous and arrogant that I think otherwise. But what I will say is this. Respect yourself enough, know your worth enough to know that if you've worked for your money, not to just forgive a company's weaknesses, not to just pacify it, not to just sweep it under the rug, and not to become like a part of the, torch and pitchfork community, right? Like, there's no point. It's a product. It's a piece of plastic. You'll replace it in enough time, I promise you. Something newer and shinier will come out, and you'll love that too, okay? For now, get good at trying to understand the basics of what I'm saying. Sony has room for improvement. That's it.